Don't listen to Merle Haggard sing misery and gin. Don't drink tequila while you're dreaming of what might have been. And even though it's there, don't you dare pick up the phone. Some used to be's are best left all alone. There's some things you just shouldn't do when your world falls apart. Wishing those old memories back isn't good for the heart. You're just asking for trouble. Temptation will tear you in two. So you'd better think twice. There's some things you just shouldn't do. Try not to think of the sound of her little laugh. And try not to stare at the smile in her photograph. And stay away from the places where you used to meet. That'll only lead you down a dead-end street. There's some things you just shouldn't do when your world falls apart. Wishing those old memories back isn't good for the heart. You're just asking for trouble. Temptation will tear you in two. So you'd better think twice. There's some things you just shouldn't do. Just asking for trouble. Temptation will tear you in two. So you'd better think twice. There's some things you just shouldn't do. You'd better think twice. Some things you just shouldn't do.
It looked like a picture, portrait of American dream. A man and a woman and a growing family. But pictures can't show what's behind the scene. How easy it is for us to misconceive. This picture's just not as pretty as it may seem. I guess she got lonely, maybe she didn't feel loved. But soon her desire turned to another's touch. Well, she knew the rules and she had been warned, but he gave us shelter from this life of stones. So with open arms they met behind closed doors. Now she'll take any port in a storm. She's gonna take any port in a storm. Any way to keep her heart safe and warm, she'll take any port in a storm. She thought she'd be happy living this life. That joy turned into the tears she is crying. Her restless heart is shattered and torn from playing a game called any port in a storm. She thought that she could handle all the treason. She thought that she could handle all the lies. The truth is always laying right there in waiting. No matter how well you weather the skies. Any port in a storm, she's gonna take any port in a storm. Any way to keep her heart safe and warm, she'll take any port in a storm. She thought she'd be happy living this life. That joy turned into the tears she is crying. Her restless heart is now shattered and torn from playing a game called any port in a storm. Any port in a storm. Any port in a storm.
Sit inside our box at night and type little things we think will make it right. Will it ever come to pain? When I was young I could make it rain. Oh, you treat me like a fool. You think I'm just a fool. Babies cried as the Bible spoke, and the grinning dog said it's just a joke. They called me mad when I laughed out loud. I don't fit into a crowd. Oh, you treat me like a fool. You think I'm just a fool. Let me be the first to say there's plenty more of that and where it came from today. never ever meant to hurt you. Always knew my mind was sane, water flowing in my veins. Oh, you treat me like a fool. You think I'm just a fool. Oh, you treat me like a fool. You think I'm just a fool. Like a fool, you think I'm just a fool. Oh, you treat me like a fool. You think I'm just a fool.
But her suitcase and her feet on the dashboard, radio blasting, we're laughing back and forth, holding hands with no plans, and oh man, do we feel alive. Got a job in the big town to pay for that rundown motel, and no telling how long we hold out in a little room. Pretty soon she was crying to her mama at night. I knew I had to do something quick. Thought the honky-tonk down the road might do the trick. We danced all night to Conway and Haggard, 3 shots and 2 steps. And the one thing that mattered was holding each other close and get lost in the moment. By closing time, we were open for business. Only thing on our mind was hugging and kissing. And she went from crying all day to loving me all night long. Thank God for new beginnings and old honky-tonks. Under the pressure of an overdue mortgage, wanna go on vacation, but we can't afford it, pulling double shifts on weekends, raising kids, we were barely getting by. She said, baby, I think we need a break. We dropped the kids off at her mama's and we were drinking by 8, and we danced all night to Conway and Haggard, 3 shots and 2 steps. And the one thing that mattered was holding each other close and get lost in the moment. By closing time, we were open for business. Only thing on our mind was hugging and kissing, and I went from